So welcome back to the recordings. So here we have a server and a client. We have configured the IP addresses from the last video. So here is my VMware tools. I'm just going to install and run. By the time we are going to install and run, I'm just going to give you a recap of what we have done so far. It's ipconfig here. We have an IP address, but if you're going to ping my server, which is 1.1, it doesn't ping and it says possibly a request timed out. So in my last video, we discussed about what's request timed out. The same way here, if I'm in the server, I go to config, so it says 192.168.1.1. If I'm going to ping 192.168.1.2, again it says 192, a request timed out. So I'm just waiting for this VMware tools to get installed. By the time we wait, right, it's not auto installing. No, sorry, it's here. Yes, yeah, while it installs. So when I ping here, it says request timed out. The same time when I'm going to just give 3, there is no IP address, there is no client with an IP address 3. It says that it is getting a reply from 192.168.1.2, which is this machine itself. It says the destination host is unreachable. So what it says is I can't find out 1.3, and that's true because there is no 1.3, right? So this is one of the skills in troubleshooting which you have to understand, right? Based on the outcome you get, based on the output you get, the result you get of an action, you have to identify what kind of an error it is. So from the above, it says that request timed out, which means I can reach 192.168.1.3, but the response for my request, I'm not getting any response. So which means I know where 192.168.1.1 is, which means the connection is okay. So that means there must be some other problem. And typically the problem here is the firewalls, because by default the firewalls will block ICMP packets. When we ping, it sends ICMP packets. So what we have to do is we have to go and disable firewall or allow firewalls to set firewalls to allow ICMP packets. So for now, let's go here, turn off the domain. We don't have a domain, but still we turn off all the public, private, and the domain, apply, and OK. Right, finish here. You want to restart the computer, not now. So once I disable the firewall, I'm pinging back 192.168.1.1, but still it's the same, the request timed out. Whereas let's try from here. Here I could get a successful ping, which means when a ping goes, when an ICMP packet goes from the server to a client or from one machine to another machine, it requests, it waits for a reply, and the reply is blocked by that particular machine. So in this case, when I disable firewall in my client machine, uh, the ICMP packets which goes from the server gets a reply, and here the successful packets are. Whereas from the client, I'm not getting a response. It's still timed out because the firewall in my server is still on. So I have to go and turn off the firewalls here. So I just go and break this. We can do it later. I will just go to the domain of, I go to the private network, turn it off. I go to the domain, oops, sorry, turn it off. Firewall private network is off. Go to the public network and I turn off the firewalls. So immediately when I turn off the firewall and when I go here, I get a successful ping. So which means my SWDC and S client pings to each other, which means I have a successful ping. So referring to what we have done here, now I could say that, or I'm saying that this guy and this guy pings each other. So now the next stage is I have to do something similar for L server and client L client, and I have to set up a network here which will also ping each other. So I will set it up in my own time, and I will ask you to set it up as well. So when you set up everything, you should have a complete network with you, right? Or at least the basic network with which we start with configuring the routing and other essential services, right? Okay, see you in the next video series. But before you go for the next video series, I would recommend you to complete the installation of both the networks, the Swansea network or S network and the L network with appropriate IP configurations, and make sure that L server and L client ping successfully, S server and S client ping successfully, and S server and L server pings successfully as well. All right.